Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Kat.
And this is our top 5 Walking Dead TV show figures video.
I wanted to do all the figures, but he couldn't pick just 5 if we did all of them, so we're just doing the TV show.
Well, it's hard enough for me to just pick between zombies and humans. That just is difficult. I want to almost do just humans by themselves, and then zombies would be a separate one, but... I mean,
you picking figures is like me picking cereal at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's difficult. You throw the comic figures in there, and I'm going to be all messed up. And we're just going to take turns doing it, because we each have our own separate lists. This is mostly different.
And ordering them was harder than picking them, so I'm still not completely sure of my order.
I'm not either. I'm back and forth on this shit all the time.
So, it's like a countdown, right?
Yeah.
Me first?
Sure.
Number 5. And I'm going to read the names as I wrote them. Black Shirt Merle.
So, there's Black Shirt Merle.
I think they did a really good job on his likeness. It looks like him. The outfit is really detailed. And he just looks like a badass. I like it.
They did a really good likeness on his face. That's one of the best ones, I think, out of all the series, is Merle's face. And yeah, it's just a cool figure.
Number 4 is the Well Zombie. As far as the TV show characters go, this is probably my favorite zombie that they've done, just because it's just a crazy toy. He's so cool looking. He splits open and has guts in it, and doesn't have a post sticking out like some other zombies. And he's way different from all the other toys.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fat zombies.
No.
There's very, very few fat zombies in this show.
Just because he's soaked with water. He's all pruny, gross, and disgusting, and I love him. Mm-hmm. He's the boomer.
Yeah. He's kind of like melting like them zombies recently that Gabriel had relations with.
It sounds like you're saying he fucked the zombies.
Well, he might have. He might have, the girl you knew before she was a zombie. That is a really cool zombie. It's one of the better ones they made.
He's not very articulated.
No.
That I am aware of, but I don't care. He doesn't need to stand in any other position. He doesn't even ever stand in the show. He's in the water.
Yeah.
And then he's broken. Number 3 on my list is Abraham. Who... I don't like Abraham in the comics. On the show, I like him more than in the comics, but he's still just kind of... I kind of like him. But the reason I like the figure so much is just because they did such a good job on it. Mm-hmm. He's another one where they did a really good job on the likeness. Yeah,
that looks pretty much exact. Except that on mine, I don't think they painted his mustache like it should be. It's not the right color.
Yeah, his hair too. His hair and his mustache both should be a little bit more colored in. But the sculpt and everything, it looks like fucking Abraham. Like, it looks like him. Mm-hmm. Like, they did a really good job.
And he's got the extra articulation that the newer figures have. I really like the guy that I picked for him. He looks so much...
Yeah.
What of it?
They picked a good actor to play him.
And he reminds me of The Undertaker. He looks like Undertaker a lot.
It's not just his look either. He just plays the part really well.
Yeah. And he's funny. Almost like inadvertently funny. Like Mother Dick and Dolphin Smooth and all of a sudden. But that's unrelated to the figure. That's just...
I think that's part of what made me like him in the show, and I don't like him in the comic, is that there's a little bit of humor to him.
Yeah.
In the comic, he's just serious all the time, and whatever.
This is a really awesome figure, though.
Number 2. He's the shit, because he's number 2. It's Hershel.
Whoa!
Hershel looks a lot like Hershel. He's another one with a really good face sculpt. Mm-hmm. And he comes with the interchangeable leg, no leg thing going on, which is awesome. And his crutches. He's just fucking cool. They did a really good job on his pinstripe shirt. Mm-hmm. Super detailed. Just everything about him is really good.
Yeah, I love that figure. I think that's one of them figures that, based on the way they seem to be selling the figures and who they want to make and don't want to make, I think he's one of the ones they were almost hesitant to make.
I think that's one of the reasons he's at the top of my list, too, because I was so happy they made a Hershel figure. I didn't picture them making him.
Yeah. I mean, it is a bad idea for most figure lines to make an old man character.
Yeah, I know.
But
and now they're making a Dale, too. Yay for the old men. And my number 1 pick is Beardy Rick, which is how I wrote it down. Because there was like 3 or 4 Ricks in the pile, and he was the one with the beard, so he's Beardy Rick. Which this figure is slightly customized.
Well,
because somebody put red tape on the machete.
Yeah, we're not picking custom figures, but that's...
He's only a tiny bit customized. Yeah. It's an accessory. It doesn't count.
It's just duct tape I could pull it off in 1 second.
But they did a really good job on his likeness again. He's, in my opinion, not quite as good as some of the other ones for the likeness. But I'd say out of the Ricks from the TV series, he looks the most like Rick.
Yeah, he's really close.
And he just looks like super pissed off.
And it's one of my favorite outfits that Rick wore in the show, too.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the ones that he wore a lot.
Yeah.
Because some of the outfits they put him in, it's like, well, he wore that for a while, but...
That's like with Shane. I hate that they picked that one outfit that Shane wore for like 5 seconds.
I know.
Okay.
That's the end of my list.
Now it's my turn. Now, here's the one and only zombie that I picked, and that would be the Biter Zombie from Series 1. And this would be the second Walking Dead figure that I bought of any kind. Well, he's tied with the zombie roamer, I think. Because the very first one I bought was the Michonne comic figure. And after that one I thought was pretty cool. And then I seen this one along with the other, the Biter, or the roamer, I mean.
Is that the Jim Carrey zombie?
Yeah, the Jim Carrey zombie.
That's his name now. Like, sorry, that's just his name.
They had just them two, a whole bunch of each of the zombie at Walmart on clearance for $5 each. And I bought them.
Should have bought like 30 of them.
I know, especially since he broke. See, his mouth still moves, but not as good as it used to because it broke somehow. You
play with him a lot.
Yeah, you can see like it's not going up in all the way.
He likes to make him talk to things. Like the cats.
Well, that's been a while since I've done that. But this was a really awesome zombie in the show. And
Is that the one that eats the deer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also one of the ones that Greg Nicotero portrayed. Which, that's not the reason I'm picking this, but it just happens to be one of the ones he portrayed. And also, this zombie is one of the few zombies that's very well articulated. Like, he's got joints at his knees, and at his hips, and his waist, and shoulders, elbows.
If I had picked a second zombie, it would have either been him or the RV zombie.
Yeah, the RV zombie was one I almost picked too. And I liked all the blood all over him. He's just a cool looking one. I really like him. My number 4 pick would be Merle from Series 3. And as you can see, his little knife broke off, which sucks. But like we were saying with the other Merle, it's the exact same sculpt, just different paint. But
I just prefer the black shirt, and he prefers the tan shirt.
Yeah, I usually picture him in the tan shirt because he wore that a lot, I guess. And like we said, the likeness is just so close on him; it's ridiculous. And I don't know, it's just a really cool figure. I really liked him. Yeah, he's one of them characters I wish would come back. I mean, he can't come back, but I mean, I wish they would have kept him alive. I mean, even if he left and was gone for a while and came back, that would have been awesome.
I liked him so much. And they could have had him turn around and not be such a dick anymore. Like, still have his personality, but not be an enemy.
Yeah. But he's gone. My number 3 pick would be the Series 6 Rick. And I really like this figure. It's, like we were saying, it's up there with the likenesses, but he's not perfect with the likeness, but it's still pretty good. And I do like that he's very close to how Rick looked for a very long time. And he's got the extra articulation because the Rick before this had straight legs that didn't bend or do anything, so that sucked.
I do have to mention something about why he was my number 1 pick.
Why?
Because he's Rick.
Yeah, that's a big important thing.
And it's different between the comic and the TV show for me, because for the comic, he's one of my favorites. But in the TV show, I like him way, way more, because he's just so fucking intense.
Yeah. The actor, Andrew Lincoln, is amazing.
He was the perfect choice for that part.
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine anybody else playing him.
No.
My number 2 pick would be Michonne from Series 3.
I almost picked her on my list.
One thing that bugs me about this figure is just the hip articulation, but that's how a lot of the figures were from back then. The new
a lot of the female figures are like that too.
Yeah. The new one, the new series, got the dairy articulation, which is cool, but I just don't like that new Michonne's outfit as much, even though I do like the figure. But I really like the arm articulation on this. The arm articulation is really good. You can get her into some good sword poses. And I've also took this figure and customized it, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos. I customized it to look like the Clear episode. And I even had this figure hanging in my car rearview mirror for a while. I bought an extra just to do that. And it doesn't hurt that she's also my favorite character on the show. So that's probably part of the reason. It did bug me that they didn't get her pants color right. And they didn't get her boots right. They corrected that on the new figure, but this one didn't have it. But also, I think the likeness is one of the top likenesses that are very close to how she's supposed to look. And she's got a sword.
Yeah, her face is definitely better on that one than the new one.
Oh, and I guess I should say that I prefer the flashback one. The flashback one is painted just a little better than the Series 3 one. And my number 1 pick would be Hershel.
Hershel's fucking awesome.
He is.
I had a hard time picking between him and Rick.
This figure is just amazing. Like, I think he is... I would have a tough time picking who the best art likenesses are, but if I had to pick, he might be my number 1 for likenesses. It
would be either him or Abraham.
Yeah, or Carl. Carl's really close. Coral!
No, the new Carl, he's really good, but I don't think he's as close as those two.
Maybe not. He's really up there. And I love his outfit. It just looks spot on. Even his body shape. Sometimes the figures' likenesses, like with wrestling figures, they'll get their face perfect, but then their body shape isn't right. But his body shape and everything's perfect. And even so, he's still got the Darrow articulation. And he's got their switchable legs. The crutches are a really nice touch. It's just a really awesome figure. So that would definitely be my number 1. That was the only pick that was easy for me, was him being number 1. So there's all of our picks. Based on me having Hershel as number 1 and her having Hershel number 2, I'd say he was probably the number 1 put together.
Your speech about him made me rethink. Because like I said, mine was hard to pick. It was really a toss-up between him and Rick. And if I'm judging based solely on the figure, I probably would pick Hershel.
So I guess if we went together on this, it would probably be Hershel would be the number 1 figure of the TV series so far. And then number 2 would get a little more complicated there.
Yeah, from there on out, we wouldn't agree on anything, so...
Probably be Rick for number 2, though. Usually number 1, right? Mm-hmm. I think he was my number 3, so yeah, it'd probably be Rick for number 2. And then after that is where it would get complicated. Those are our picks, and we're probably going to do a top 5 comic figure video, and also our top worst figures. Top worst 5 figures of the TV series. Probably won't do that for the comics, because there's just not enough to say which ones suck. Well, that's Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Kat.
And thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate.